So since we have to live with masks, might as well have fun with them, right?
Uh-huh.
So why not wear a Dunkin' Donut mask?
Yeah.
A face mask by Dunkin' Donuts. And it has, well, donuts all over it.
Uh-huh.
Some with bites out of them. And they're just drawn things. They're not the real deal. I'm glad they don't smell like a donut unless they kind of like smothered it in a donut before they give it to you.
I was going to ask if it smells like a donut because that would be very tempting all day.
I saw they're like $10 and $3. Yeah, and $3 a mask is going to their Dunkin' Joy Childhood Foundation. So it supports getting food into hungry kids.
So it supports us, it helps us, and helps somebody else.
Yeah, so a Dunkin' Donut mask. So if you know anybody whose jam is Dunkin' Donuts, this might be a good gift for them. Maybe a good Father's Day gift. I don't know.
A donut with jam. That sounded good.
Well, I didn't mean it that way, but yeah.
Well, that's where my mind went.
His morning crew.
Hard to believe that a week from today, the party is going to take place on His Radio. It's Friendraiser.
Yeah, what?
I know. It's so good. People who are like you that give to this listener-supported radio station, just like Megan, and this is why she gives.
I realize it's been almost 20 years with His Radio. And His Radio isn't a radio station to me. It's like a really good friend. His Radio's been with me through the good times and the bad times. It takes a lot of people to make His Radio go. And so we all have to get together and do our part. My pastor recently said, love is a verb. You show it. And in order for me to show His Radio the love has given me for 20 years, I will be a Music Mission partner for life now. And I just can't thank His Radio enough for all that they've done in my life.
Well, Megan, we can't thank you enough for the difference that you are making in people's lives as a More the Music Mission partner. She gives about $1 a day.
How cool is that?
Every day. And that makes such a huge impact. And with a week to go and the possibility that you'll be on vacation next week, maybe you just give your gift today at hisradio.com.
And it's super easy to do it. You just text in that word GIVE, G-I-V-E, to 800-447-7234. Or if you're at your computer right now, you can just jump on to hisradio.com. It's got all the info for you.
So grateful you're praying. We really do need your prayers. We felt the pinch because this summer fundraiser was supposed to be a spring fundraiser and we postponed it. So your gift is going to be made double the impact to really touch people's lives. Hisradio.com to give today.
His morning crew.
If you have to be like the rest of the planet looking for a COVID-free place to live and housing is really cheap, I think we found the place for you. It's Rob and Liz on His Radio, and it happens to be in a little place called, Italy.
Okay. I was waiting to see if you were going to tackle the city because I don't know that I will.
Oh, I'll give you the privilege. She's talking about how you pronounce the name of the town in Italy.
Thank you so much. Cinque Grande.
Okay, so Cinco de Mayo.
No. Anyway, it's about 250 miles from the Adriatic Sea. So it's not too far from the coast. And it's not too far from Palermo, which is one of the hot spots in Italy.
Oh, it is?
Yes.
All I know is Rome.
Okay.
That's it.
But it's sort of in the southern tip. So if you think about the boot, it's near the toe of the boot.
Okay.
Okay, on the map. Anyway, they are selling homes for $1.
$1.
$1. What?
$1. And the only there's two catches.
Yes.
One catch is you have to renovate it within 3 months. Mm-hmm. And the second catch is you have to hold an insurance policy. It's pretty expensive.
Is it?
$250.
$250
That's
for
it.
an insurance policy. But I mean, it's a home. And the homes don't look to be falling down or anything. So I don't think the renovation would be ridiculous.
All the young people left, basically, for good jobs that they did not have inside the city.
Yeah.
So this sounds like a nice retirement place.
That's what I'm thinking.
And it's COVID-free until people buy their homes for $1 and they have COVID and move in.
I wonder how much the renovation would cost, though.
I guess it depends on the house.
Yeah, and depends on what you want to do. I mean, if you're going in there and putting down granite and, heated floors and crazy things like that, then I don't know, but I think it's
really
worth it.
Tight quarters. I mean, your neighbors are on top of you.
But I think that's most Italian towns or...
That's the charm of it?
I think it very much so in Europe anyway.
You better get along with your neighbors.
Yeah, but I think that's the whole thing. It promotes community. because
It's a
literally,
nice way to put it. It promotes community.
literally, you can hang out your window and, swap some coffee or have a chat,
Can I borrow some butter?
kind of scratch somebody's back. I don't know.
Do you have any pasta? I'm making some spaghetti over here.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Where are you going on vacation this year?
Oh, a couple of places.
Yeah.
I don't know where the first place is. Only that's like 2 days. It's around the 4th of July.
Okay.
So it's somewhere.
Yes, no idea.
I
Just get in the car.
Do know the one in August.
Yeah?
The beginning of August, and that's Bryson City.
Okay.
So that's where we're going to go in August.
All right. We're going to Alabama in the beginning of August. But if you're listening and you're going to Alaska or Maine, couple things that you need to know. If you're going to Alaska, you are going to have to go under some COVID-19 requirements. They're going to allow visitors to take a test instead of quarantine for 14 days, which is what they've been doing for the last month or so.
So wait a minute. So you go into Alaska, you quarantine for 14 days,
That
and
was
can't go
what
anywhere.
it was. That's what it was.
So I'm going on vacation
Yes.
and for quarantine.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
And then
right.
go back home.
Yeah. So now you can take a test, and as long as you have the results on you, when you get to Alaska, like at the airport, you show them that you're negative, good to go.
Okay. That's fair enough.
Right. Evidently in Maine, the same thing. But if you decide to wait until you get to Maine, until you get to Alaska, then you will, at your own expense, have to self-quarantine for like 10 to 14 days.
That's not a vacation.
It's really, well,
Might
I
as well
mean,
stay home.
think about 3 weeks that you're having to be off work, not getting a paycheck possibly or whatever, and you've got to pay 3 weeks of hotel and food and all that good stuff. So get your test before you go. Make the most sense.
That's the thing.
Exactly.
Okay. Message heard.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Hard to believe that Friday was the last episode. Friday was the last episode of Jeopardy! For the time being.
Right.
It's Rob and Liz on his radio. Didn't mean to crush your dreams because Jeopardy! My in-laws,
Yeah.
just to let you know, they are like clockwork in Michigan. Every night, 7 o'clock, it's Jeopardy! On the TV.
My daughter loves it.
Oh, does she really?
I don't know if she watches it every single night. I call her an old soul, and she absolutely loves Jeopardy! 7:30, loves Trebek.
Yeah, my in-laws are like in their 70s. And whenever we visit, and it's
Yeah.
been like this for 20 years, no
Yeah.
more than that, almost 30 years of being
Yeah.
married. Every time we go, in the evening, it's the Wheel of Fortune and Jeopardy! I have to watch it after dinner at the in-laws. It's crazy. Now, because of COVID-19,
Yeah.
they stopped production. They couldn't produce the show. And so the
Mm-hmm.
last episode of that version of Jeopardy!, at least the new ones, ended on Friday. So now they're doing this, what is it? The great latest and greatest or biggest
wins,
Yeah.
I think, is what they're doing. And then they're also going to do, starting, I think, July 6th, the Tournament of Champions from last year. Was it
Phew,
Ken
wow.
Jennings? And I don't know, there's a couple other guys.
The smart
and-
people.
Exactly. But wow, that I know that Alex Trebek wants to get back in the studio, wants to start getting these new
Well,
episodes.
he's been fighting the stage 4 cancer,
Right,
pancreatic
pancreatic.
cancer, and he's been doing it like a champ.
Yeah.
In front of us. So inspiring. And he's like, hey, once we get lifted here in Hollywood and we can record again, I want to be the first show recording.
Exactly.
Mm.
And you got to give it to him. But do you not watch Jeopardy! That much?
No.
See, I don't watch it that often, but when Taylor's over or when she was living at home, it was a thing. She has a cup
Mm-hmm.
of coffee after dinner.
What?
I mean, immediately after dinner. Anybody want coffee? I'm like, what?
Time for Jeopardy!
Exactly.
She must be smart. I watch Jeopardy! And I'm like, I must be the dumbest person on the planet. I can't get any of these things right.
But don't you get super excited when you get one? You're like, nobody's around. You're like, I got one.
I know. Yeah.
His morning crew.
In case you have not gotten enough of Candace Cameron Bure and her Christmas movies on the Hallmark Channel are you ready for this? Every Friday and Saturday from now until, I don't know, the kingdom come, we will have Christmas movies on Hallmark. The Movies and Mystery and the main Hallmark Channel are doing this.
Do you think they'll go until like October when they actually start every night as a Christmas movie?
I think they will go until 2040.
Yay!
every Thursday and Friday. Now, you remember they did this a little bit back in March.
Right.
When the quarantine was just starting to happen and people were like, oh,
What am I
enough
gonna
of this.
watch?
What am I
Yeah.
going to see? And then they threw on wall-to-wall Christmas movies.
Right.
And then they backed off of it. Well, now they're going to do it Thursday and Friday.
Do you want to know what they're playing this week? Hold on.
No.
Thursday on the Hallmark Channel.
Whoa.
Two
put
turtle
on-
doves.
For real? Yeah. Is that a Christmas movie on Hallmark?
Yeah.
Two turtle doves?
Yeah, and a partridge in a pear tree. Friday, a Christmas love story. Oh, come on. You know you want to watch.
No, I do not. Which one is Candace in?
I don't know. I actually didn't find that out. Next week, a homecoming for the holidays. And I'm looking forward to next Friday, a royal Christmas.
You really looked up the schedule of these things?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gotta let people know what's
sorry.
on. A royal Christmas, I think, if I'm not mistaken, that is one that I really, really enjoyed.
Is that the one where the guy comes from out of town and then falls in love with the girl in the movie, and then they wind up getting, together and married? Is that the one? And it was all during Christmas. Is that the movie?
It sounds familiar, and I think her name was, gosh, what was it? Holly or Mary or, and his name was like Luke.
Oh, my.
Do you
Okay.
think that's it?
Boy, I'm not telling my wife these things are on.
I'll call her later.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Mention Hallmark Christmas movies once, and hello, the texts go blowing up. It's
Yeah.
Robin Liz on his radio.
Tammy said a royal Christmas has Jane Seymour in it, and then a Christmas love story was filmed in Gastonia. A Christmas love story, that's the one with Kristen Chenoweth and Scott Wolf.
I have no idea.
But
I
yeah.
didn't know it was filmed in Gastonia.
I didn't either.
That's pretty amazing. Daniel even said, we were mentioning a royal Christmas.
Yeah.
The dude says he lived like an hour away in Romania where they actually filmed that. It was like, what is it, Pele Castles or something like that?
Or Peels. I'm not exactly sure. But Monette talks about also a royal Christmas, and she gives us sort of the gist on it. Okay, Jane Seymour and Lacey Chabert star. Lacey is a seamstress. Jane's son is the prince who goes to the States, meets Lacey, they fall in love, and then Jane's not having it. Tries to break them up.
Well, now I don't have to watch the movie.
Yes, you do, because it's
No, I
so
don't.
good. Yes, you do.
No, I
Yes,
don't
you-
need to watch these Hallmark Christmas things.
You're watching it.
No, by the way, every Friday and Saturday they're doing this on Hallmark now.
Yeah.
The Movies and Mystery in the Hallmark Channel.
Until what, 2040? Is that what you said?
2040
Okay.
is my estimation that they're going to keep doing this thing for a long
Exactly.
time since they're so popular. I think they're helping out. Some people are even stuck at home during vacation time.
Of course they
can't
are.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
And as I think about vacation, next week, if you're going off to vacation, I want to encourage you to do something. I'm off of Hallmark now.
Yeah.
And I'm on to the operational budget of the radio station here at his radio, listener supported. Next week is our friend raiser,
Yep.
and we'll be raising the operational budget. It's a postponed event. I mean, this was supposed to be in spring because, summertime is when vacations hit, and maybe you're on vacation next week.
Yeah, we don't want you to forget about it, of course, but you can go ahead and jump on it right now just by texting in the keyword GIVE to 800-447-7234 or right there on the app or at hisradio.com.
Thank you so much for your gift to his radio. You will touch lives. I guarantee it.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Would love to see some of the pictures that you took over the weekend. We'll feature them on His Radio TV. What was it like for you? Did you go hiking, spend time at the pool, do something with the family? Text those pictures now to His Radio. It's 800-447-7234. Robin Liz with His Morning Crew.
If you've ever been to a wedding, maybe yours, where you had a DJ, somebody playing the music, it's always set up where when the bride and groom enter the reception area, there's usually a song that's played. They introduce them as man and wife from the first time. So Chelsea and Darren were going into their reception area. They were supposed to come into Can't Help Falling in Love. Big Elvis song, right?
Yeah.
But all of a sudden, Darren stops everything and plays a song instead for his new bride, Chelsea.
That's an old classic.
Yeah, but it's not Judy Garland. That is Chelsea's grandmother.
No way.
Yeah, she passed away in 2005 from ALS. They had this really, really close relationship. And that was one of the things that Chelsea had told her husband, Darren, that she wanted. She would have loved to have had her grandmother there at the wedding. So he did a little digging around, and I guess Chelsea is kind of the historian of the family, and she had some of these old recordings and old photographs, and he made sure that Grandma was part of the reception.
That is so beautiful. And you can hear the record scratching on this, too. That was her grandma.
And when Grandma was like a teenager, maybe? Early
Amazing.
20s.
Beautiful voice.
Yeah, but it just brought Chelsea to tears that he thought of doing that and followed through.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that
Very
guy's a
sweet.
keeper.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Read it before you tweet it.
Please.
It's Rob and Liz on his radio. I don't know if you noticed what Twitter did, but they're like, okay, listen, seriously. There's enough fake news out there.
Yes.
Please just read it before you retweet these things now.
Yeah, these stories, because you'll get something and they'll come across on my feed and I'm like, wait a minute, what? Oh, that's posted by The Onion or some, non-reputable news organization. So they want you to do your research and check it before you retweet
Well,
it.
listen, I've fallen victim
Yeah.
of retweeting some things.
And I think everybody has.
there was this thing going around where you could win an RV. And it was like a fancy RV. And I'm
Yeah.
seeing my friends are posting this. I'm like, oh, this is real.
Yeah.
Of course I want to win it. I don't want my friends to win it. So I I didn't tweet it. I re-Facebooked it. So
Okay.
I've shared it on Facebook. And then I had a couple of people said, Rob, dude, that's not real. Snope it. And so I snoped it. And I'm like, how did I fall victim to this?
Because sometimes it's just in your wheelhouse. It's something that you would love to have or do or whatever, and you don't think about it. All of it, the Hobby Lobby thing that was going around just a couple weeks ago was a story from like early March, but it was saying that the Hobby Lobby stores were going to close. Well, it was because of quarantine, so it's not really happening now. So it was one of those fake news type things.
Yeah.
I didn't share it because I caught myself. I was like, wait a minute now. Let me look at this.
So I've got to listen. I mean, Twitter's just saying, please, even if it's a friend, just read it and make sure that it's a really real thing before you retweet it. Maybe even Snope it or whatever,
Yeah.
because Snopes is like, they'll tell you if it's true or false.
Yeah,
if they know.
Sometimes they break your heart because it's like, I really wanted that Walmart
Yeah.
gift card.
I wanted to win that RV.
Yeah.
Please. So now read before you retweet.
That's it.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
Just to let you know, your gift to his radio makes that life-changing music possible that you just heard from Pat Barrett. I'm Rob. That's Liz. It's his morning crew on his radio. Maybe you're going on summer vacation next week.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are going to be headed off to the beach or wherever you might be going to. And if you are going to be gone, you're not going to be here for Friendraiser, it's not a big deal because you can go ahead and give right now your very best gift that you can give. So you can go online to hisradio.com or text the word give to 800-447-7234.
And I do encourage you, give your very best gift. I know there are some people that can't, but you can. And since you can, do the very best that you can do. Maybe it's a More Than Music mission partner, $30 a month. That averages out to be about $1 a day.
Yeah.
$360 throughout the course of the year. You get all those benefits that go along with that. Not only that, but you'll be encouraging and sharing hope and love and changing lives with your $30 a month gift.
Yeah, and you know what? You can even say a prayer for us. If you are going to be going off on vacation, not going to be here to be part of Friendraiser, maybe around the dinner table while you and your family are sitting down, just say a prayer that we make that goal.
And the cool thing is, when you give your gift right now, since you're going to be out of town next week, you're going to jumpstart Friendraiser for next week, which I think is amazing. So thank you for the help. Here's the website again. It's hisradio.com, or just like Liz said, text the word give to 800-447-7234.
His morning crew.
You know who Tony Hawk is, right?
The dude, I had no idea. The guy is, are you ready for this, Tony
Yeah,
Hawk?
yeah.
We're talking a skateboard legend. We're talking, he does the snowboarding, the Olympics, all this stuff. Tony Hawk is 52 years old.
To look at him, to see the things that he does, not that 52 is old by any stretch.
No.
You just wouldn't imagine it.
Well, you don't think 52-year-old guy getting on a skateboard in his pool,
Not normally.
that's empty and
Yeah.
skateboarding with his kid. He did
Right.
that over the weekend.
Oh, did it?
Yeah, he
Okay.
did that just last weekend, not this
Yeah.
past weekend, but the weekend before that. And he broke his fingers when he was
More
doing
than
it.
one? Oh.
fingers. Yeah,
no.
2 of them. And the thing was, he had this ring on his finger, not his wedding ring.
Oh, okay.
This is his right hand. And so one of his fingers had this nice ring on it. They had to cut the ring off and then fix his fingers up so they can put them back together, kind of a thing.
Put them back together.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to say that nice. I don't know how to
minute.
do that nicely.
Oh, and that picture you're showing me of his finger
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
is disgusting.
Yeah. But he's going to be okay.
Okay, good.
He's looking 52 when you look at him. But the guy
yeah.
gets on that skateboard like he's 12, 13, 14. He still has the moves, man.
Yeah, I mean, he can flip. I don't know the lingo for skateboarding.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's hear it.
He twirls
Okay, he
the
twirls.
skateboard.
Sounds like batons, but go ahead.
He gets nice air.
Oh, okay, there
Is
you
that
go.
good?
That's
Okay.
fine.
Is it
yeah.
is it a half pipe or a half pike?
Wait a minute. No. Don't say anything. No, hold up. You didn't hear them, did you?
No, not really. Pike?
So you say it's a half pike.
I don't know. I honestly, I don't say it. It's one of those things I just avoid if at all possible.
Okay,
but
but
I
half
am asking.
So he went in the half pike.
He went in the half pike
Uh-huh.
and did a twirl
Okay.
and got some air and broke his fingers.
All right.
Broke his fingers.
He was actually in his pool, showing his kid a couple of moves.
That's right. It was pool. How big is his pool?
Oh, well, we're talking Tony Hawk.
Tony Hawk.
You know, might as well be
sells-
Olympic.
Yeah,
Who knows?
exactly. It probably is.
And just empties it so they can do some skateboarding tricks.
Well, you know,
and he
you gotta
shows
have
the kids.
Gotta have a place to practice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. In the half
Pike.
pike.
Yeah.
Rob and Liz.
His morning crew.
So we're talking about this skateboarding legend, Tony Hawk. And he broke some fingers, had a ring cut off. He's going to be fine. He's 52 years old. And we started talking about, Tony Hawk on his radio. It's Rob and Liz. And the tricks that he does on his skateboard. And Liz, I kid you not, you say it's a half what?
Well, I asked, is it a half pike or a half pipe? Because I don't know. So I think a half pike.
Okay, so it's half pike. I would like for you, Liz, she's going to read a text. So take a look at this text that just came in.
Okay.
It's from Parker.
Parker says it's called a pipe. I don't know if he actually said it that way, but anyway, it's called a pipe. You have a quarter pipe and a half pipe.
So it's a pipe. See?
Okay, and I love that he ended his text. And thank you, Parker. I really do. I mean this sincerely. Thank you, because he says you're welcome. God bless you. And I took that sort of as
A southern
bless
thing?
your heart.
A southern thing there?
A
Huh?
little pea picking
He's
heart. It's called
got
a pipe.
Parker's got a beautiful heart.
He does. No,
he just wanted to let you know because we were going to leave you clueless here.
And I think that Parker probably is a skateboarder. I would think at some point
It's
because
possible.
he knows the lingo. So what's a
lot of
twirl called?
What's a twirl called?
Where they twirl the skateboard because they get air and they
See?
twirl the. I used to try
Just
to
to
do
let
it.
you know, Parker, just to let you know, we're going to let her think about the pike all day long.
What? I thought it was a pipe.
No, it is a pipe.
Okay.
It's a half pipe.
But you're confusing me now because you said pike.
What about the pike? Isn't that what Parker said? Was the half pike?
No, he said it's pipe.
Pike.
Pipe.
And then the twirly thing.
His morning crew.
Brian and Liz, not me, somebody else, they were out on their boat one afternoon and they were just enjoying their day. And all of a sudden they saw something in the water and they thought it was a dead fish, but they wanted to investigate. I do the same thing. It's so weird. I don't
Do you
know
really?
why.
You see a floater and you're like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm going to go see what this is.
Yeah. So I'm like, Joey, go over there and see. Okay. Thankfully they did because what they saw was a baby deer.
Oh, no.
A fawn. I mean, tiny little thing. So they pull up beside it. They pull it up on the deck of their boat. Another guy, is actually a kid, it looks like maybe a teenager, is in a boat very close to them, pulls up beside them to see what's going on. This deer is, had been under the water. They don't know how long it wasn't breathing. So the kid and the husband gave the deer CPR. It was crazy.
And?
Oh, the deer is fine.
Really? They saved the deer's
Yes,
life.
They did. So they went back and forth. So the kid did it a little while. Then the husband did it for a little while. Did chest compressions, actually breathed through the baby deer's nose and mouth, which was
Amazing.
amazing. And all of a sudden, the little deer started kicking just a little bit. They felt the heartbeat. And so after it all, the husband and wife took her to a rehabilitation center, so like a
Good.
vet. And then, and no update. I want to reach out to them if I can find them and say, how's the deer doing? But
Yeah.
they saved
Bambi.
its life. Right. And I think
Call little Bambi.
Yes.
Thumper and all the other animals are off to the side cheering
I
on.
know Thumper was very happy they saved his best friend.
I'm sure he was.
Mornings with Rob and Liz.
Yeah, wherever I go, it's Rob and Liz, his morning crew on his radio. Liz, are you okay? I startled her. She's like, "Boo!" I wish you could have seen that. Didn't even get her on camera on that one.
Whew, hold on, I gotta stop my heart. Not stop my heart, but just slow it down a little bit. That would be bad. Okay.
I have that effect on people. I'm sorry that was so behind the scenes, but I had to say something because she jumped through the roof.
I did kind of. Friendraiser. You want to get involved?
No,
in
I still want to see you
Friendraiser?
talk about jumping through the roof.
Like my hair is on fire right now because I'm like, oh.
That's amazing. There'll be more of that coming up next week because Friendraiser's coming next week. It is a great party that goes on, a celebration because it's celebrating you getting involved with his radio. Friendraiser is a way for you to get behind the gospel message that happens on his radio every day, how you encourage people, share hope, love, and change lives with a gift of support. Our spring fund drive is now a summer fund drive because this has been postponed.
Yeah.
And it happens next week. And we're a week away from it today.
Yeah, and if his radio's ever, like you've shared it, you've told somebody what you heard, you've said you've got to hear this song, why not get involved in the ministry this way, where you can help keep us on the air, help keep up with doing the ministry of his radio. It's simple. All you have to do is text in the word give to 800-447-7234. Go on the app. There's a way to do it there. You can also just go to hisradio.com.
Hey, listen, it's people like you that are the backbone of the ministry of his radio. You're the ones who are like on the front lines making this ministry happen. We're raising the operational budget next week. If you're going on vacation next week, go ahead and give that gift now. You don't have to wait. And if you want to help jumpstart next week, give that gift today. Hisradio.com. Text the word give, 800-447-7234. Together, we have the opportunity to touch so many lives that need hope today. Thanks for giving. 800-447-7234 when you text the word give.